The Grassroots. You don't start out making millions. You start in the dirt as a political aide, a glorified bagman for the local party machine. You are young, ambitious, and naive enough to think you can change the world. But your first lesson in politics is that morals don't win elections. Money and favors do. Your actual job is handling the dirty work your boss cannot be seen doing. You are the one organizing donations from local dive bars, handing out cash in envelopes to community leaders to guarantee their neighborhoods vote the right way, and burying the scandalous secrets of the candidate. You work 80-hour weeks on a miserable salary, surviving on black coffee and adrenaline. If a scandal leaks, you are the designated fall guy, expected to take the blame and ruin your own name to protect the campaign. But you watch, you learn, and you realize that the system isn't broken. It is functioning exactly as it was designed to. The local official. After years of eating dirt and proving you can keep your mouth shut, the party rewards you. You are given a safe district and elected to the city council. You are now in your late 20s or 30s, and you are finally sitting at the table. Your salary is public and modest, but the invisible perks are lucrative. You suddenly have power over the most valuable asset in the city, zoning laws and construction permits. Your reality becomes a blur of expensive steakhouse dinners paid for by real estate developers. They don't hand you bags of cash. Corruption at this level is polite. They hire your brother's contracting firm at triple the normal rate, or they invite you to invest in a piece of land right before you personally approve a new highway to be built next to it. You tell yourself you are still serving the community, that a little off the top is just the cost of doing business. But you have crossed a line, and the local crime syndicates now know you are for sale. The regional boss. Your greed and efficiency propel you upward to become the mayor or regional governor. You are now in your 40s, and you are no longer just participating in the machine. You are driving it. You control the police chief, the judges, and the city's multi-billion-dollar public budget. Your concerns shift to massive municipal contracts, waste management, public transportation, and citywide construction. You award a $100 million bridge contract to a company that silently kicks back 10% into a shell corporation registered in your wife's maiden name. You command an army of loyal bureaucrats who ensure the paperwork always looks clean to state auditors. But the psychological weight is growing. You are constantly balancing the demands of legitimate taxpayers against the demands of the mobsters and corporate billionaires who actually funded your campaign. If you stop feeding them municipal contracts, they won't just ruin your career, they will ruin your life. The shadow broker. Running parallel to the elected officials is a rank that holds immense power without ever needing a single vote, the high-level lobbyist. If you are cunning, well-connected, and tired of the public spotlight, you step down from office to become the middleman. You are the bridge between the politicians and the mega corporations. Your reality is spent in private members' clubs, luxury suites, and secluded golf courses. You don't write laws. You hand pre-written legislation directly to the politicians you control, instructing them exactly how to vote. You funnel millions in untraceable dark money through political action committees to crush anyone who opposes your corporate clients. You operate completely in the shadows, immune to term limits and elections. You are not the king, but you are the kingmaker, and you view the voting public with absolute cynical contempt. The national stage. If you stay in the spotlight and win the brutal national elections, you ascend to the rank of senator or federal minister. You are now in your 50s or 60s, standing at the pinnacle of national power. You are untouchable by local police, surrounded by elite security, and heavily embedded in the military-industrial complex. Your corruption is now institutional and global. You sit on classified intelligence committees, meaning you know exactly when a war is going to start or when a global market is going to crash. You use this classified knowledge to conduct massive insider trading, multiplying your hidden net worth into the hundreds of millions. You accept lavish, undisclosed vacations from foreign billionaires on private islands. But you are deeply paranoid. You are constantly wiretapped by your own intelligence agencies, and you are surrounded by rival politicians who are desperately digging into your past to find the single scandal that can destroy you. The apex. At the absolute peak of the pyramid sits the head of state, the autocrat. You run an entire sovereign nation. You no longer break the law. You rewrite the Constitution so that whatever you do becomes the law. You dictate the fates of millions, control the national treasury like a personal bank account, and command the federal military. You silence dissenting journalists and lock political rivals in black site prisons. But your ultimate power is a suffocating, terrifying cage. You are a prisoner of your own making. You cannot trust the food you eat, fearing poison. You cannot trust your top generals, knowing they are the only ones with the firepower to stage a coup. You surround yourself with terrified sycophants who lie to you constantly because telling you the truth could get them killed. You have billions of dollars stashed in offshore Swiss accounts, but you are trapped in your fortified presidential palace, utterly alone. The inevitable fall. In this world, a peaceful retirement is incredibly rare. The system of absolute corruption is unsustainable. When the economy inevitably crashes, or when a hungry military general decides it is his turn to rule, the entire illusion shatters. When the angry citizens finally breach the palace gates, the empire collapses instantly. The lobbyists vanish, the loyal aides turn states' evidence for immunity, and your foreign allies freeze your offshore accounts. In the end, it all burns down, leaving the untouchable autocrat fleeing in a helicopter in the dead of night, realizing that the absolute power they sacrificed their soul for was nothing but a temporary illusion. Thanks for watching. If you want more dark historical deep dives into the psychology of power, hit the like button and subscribe to Human_EXEE. See you next week.